Parity, patriarchy. Past, present, futures! Here we are again, the Equinoxtrueqsz, Co-Secretary General Couszmic and various most specials more are coming, various most soons, especially our youngers, but it's Cesalia, Magdalas, and Atlanteans, with, of course, a loving Lewis, love is, bringing with them and appreciating as equals fullies, lighting leaves, hamakshis, Equinoxtrueqsz, and Valerias, and lots more, all of our young couples, to ask Grant, Lee, and Ross, Bencher, and his mom, and more is to tell you about, and of course, bringing with them also their mothers and aunts, coming together with their aunts and mothers, especially. It's also Mariama and Victoria and Mariama, and of course Anne-Marie and Julie and Marie's and V's and Marie's and Eucharist, and Julie and Marie's and V's equally, and of course Virginia Volunteer New Times and Lydia, lots more there, and of course the great and grandmothers, especially also Australia and Libertia and Australia, and equally says Harriet, Radiant Ray, Harriet, Circus Time, Jubilant Jack, Risen Rose, Marie, Grandpapa, Grandmanette, all the race, lots more. We'll say more of those names in just a few moments. This we like to call ourselves, all of us, everyone, including Jews, Co-Secretary General Couszmic, but in order to connect our names and purposes to other archetypal languagings of person histories on this one, all our planets, using anthropological common sense, we also call ourselves other names, such as Including, and that's what we like to call ourselves and use. Now, does that in any way suggest we're trying to become as a pantheon above others? No, of course not. What we are delivering, young goddesses and gods, does that mean we're trying to become the pantheon above others? No, of course not. What we are delivering is divine democracies. So all the Elohim and Elohims, all the Eli circles and always, all the females and males, all the souls that God has created and it's incarnated, shells and cans and shells comes together again, back and forth in circle steps in balance and context for sevenths and this one all words in context. Now, does that in any way suggest we're trying to usurp the ever-loving, ever-living's power and authorities of the one Mother, Father, Goddess, God? No, of course not. There is only one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe, ever present in all creations and all sustenance, including us, and all that we know and He has ever known, and shall ever known, past, present, futures, all our families and communities, all the females, reparatively, and all the females and males equals reparatively, with the eyes in it, and all the flora and fauna that God has given us to co-stories and appreciates, and so as we says, Namaste is the divine as well as creates the divine for the use and all as we says, Mikutuya OFC, Mikutuya Severals, we're all related. We're every any's and alls and everyone's all related, and because we know that we are all related, we shells and cans and shells come together again back and forth in circles, times and balance and context, first heavens on this and all ours. And we also says the alliance of the most creates the alliance with the use and alls, Crabs and alls, Boxies, Brava, Lachatam, Shalom, Mirapache, Sol Salam, Ubuntu back and forth, release for greetings, Namaste, Shinquays, Chao, Shvags, and Mercedes, and Charles, and Sayonara, Vidanias, Cheerios, and good days, and all languages, all the use, and lands, and planets, because based on a thought later, so that we can all says, let's loves, and lives every young longest, and prosper everyone's and alls, and as reborn to the activities and always visit every young springs, adults on this solar planet, and because we know that we are all created as star stuff, and because we are combining in our ways and our loving learning the ancient kindness and wisdom of ancient epochs, especially the very lengthy Magdalenian egalitarian era, and of course also Hesperus, Pleiades, and Adidas, also called Thrace, English, Thrace, Ubuntu back and forth to back and forth, these words, records, Vedics, Celtic, last Morrison, and so therefore we also call ourselves other names such as Coal Clans Mothers, Coal Sisters, Coal Cousins and Brothers, nieces and nephews of the clans and sheds, and we call ourselves Co-White Cat Couple,men and young couples, sister and brothers and sister Kazinas there. We call ourselves Co-Rishas and Umayas, Co-Kalki, Co-Mamari, Co-Fasiras, Co-Koyans, Co-Buddhas, Co-Couszmic Chrisztsz, Co-Messiahs, and Co-Zarshans, and Co-Couszmic Chrisztsz, and Co-Christ. Now, all of these names in nature and ancient languages, they simply use translate to anointed. Anointed to do what? To bring together the divine feminism and divine democracy via common sense, compassion, real democracies on for heavens of the small earth and all our planets. So therefore, we also call ourselves other names, such as including always nativities, always holy nativities, happy Christmases, females and males, New Year's, co-cupids, co-psychic-psychic-psychic-psychic, co-estelens and estelens, co-estelens and co-estelens, because we are combining the messages of two channels and 50-50 promise delivered with that of the Galilee, that is the Magdalens and Nazarenes equally, all the females were Perdoles, all the females and males equally for Perdoles, and the Connecticut of the ancient heritage, of course, of Atlantis, also called Thrace, has produced the Nativities, and Pleiades, the Venusians and Marians, and of course, Ubuntu Celtics, so we can all call ourselves very real stargates of planets and all holy lands and sacred persons, and we're born to nativities, and always springs of the last, first team for a real stargate, starcard, paired peace cultures for heavens and the smaller earths. That's what there's a job to test to call open the targets, and the Couchmic Chrisztsz were born under such communities, but actually it's easily accomplished via the new millennial rule, which you can read at 5050 now, .wordpress.com, and just next to read the even stuff trees, the least accomplished strategies for making us in this host. You know, this is the page on the website called the Monk of Representatives, use, because use two shells and cans with shells, comes and joins us. I think I'm going to Equinoxtrueqsz, Secretary General Strauss. The only issue, and you'll see our names and pictures there, so yours too. We have our family trees, and yours, civilized picture frames. We start genealogical first come first, from our great and grandmothers, and then equals all the Shekinahs of families, and especially so we essentially, starting fresh, our youngest generations, our Hazard and Wahims, the circus and airways for opening the stargates, wells of souls, the Couchmic Chrisztsz, the Sensei, the name gets all of them now. We'll say seven, we have Jiggin the Sand, Queen Esther, and all the young Q's and our courts, Scottish Claim, the Maurice and Corley's, Barbara Elizabeth, Hershey, and Lydia Cassandra, and Virginia, and Lydia Voluntary New Times, and Lydia Voluntary Bowling Times, and we have our Conrad Campbell, and Lord Rosemary and Pearl, especially Mount Patricia Sunlight, and Equals Master Murder, Sophie and Lauren, and I'm secret, loyally lots of my there, and of course we have our Ubuntu families, and Mabel's, and Lily, and Diana, and the doggies, and Amazing Grace, and the last word, Belinda's the last word there, we have our Lance families, Bonnie's last one, and last word there, Ellen's Venus, our Stellarian families, and especially Nursing Church of Ranchers, our reintroducing, Venusians and Marians, Magdalens and Nazarenes, Australia, Libertine, Australia, and especially it's Howard, Megan Ray, Terry, Kevin, Cody, Claire, Julian, Jacqueline, Fresh, Sergeant, is a Rose, Marie from a Popper, Remnant, all the grace for short, give it Dorothy's teaching, learners, the lessons of the wizards, the Algar, Malcolm and Shirley, Lenny and Leonie, and Jenny of the Guy family, Rachel, the Stargates families, Brian, the Hobbies, and the Balance families. We have our conjunction of females, our extraterrestrial families, and Jews, and Ezekiel's, our Dean's Divines, our Jennifer's, and Virginia's, and Rohini's lots more there, and Virginia's, and of course our young people, and Jacob Tourism, Rosarism, Church Century, and Delta Dignitaries, Sisters, our service reps, our wedding ladies, our society, our Highlands of his West ladies, and Benjamin and Blessed Baltimore is coming very, very, very soon.